The traditional way of using a school improvement plan is in March, you start working on it, you create your goals, you look at your data, and you put that all together and you say, this is what we're going to do next year. And then you put it away and you don't think about it until you're back in March doing it all again.
The stocktake process is a series of routines that really helps to make sure that a strategic plan or a school improvement plan comes to full delivery, and it comes from the science of deliverology.
I've been involved in a lot of district initiatives, and by far this one is the best as far as keeping us focused and keeping us on the work of students. It reaches everything. So many initiatives are just a reading initiative or just a math initiative, and you take your eye off of reading and then math falls apart. You take your eye off. This does everything, and it saves me as a principal time that I can then put back into the classroom, because I'm not spending every single week in a leadership team meeting. Once a month, we are all gonna sit down, we're gonna hold ourselves accountable, and we're gonna say, where are we and what are our next steps? So I have a couple questions. You're doing data chat, so what are you using for the data chat?
I don't believe that educating students to the best of our potential and the best of their potential can happen in isolation. It requires a strong team. So we bring together our principal and our assistant principals as a team, but we've expanded that school-based leadership team to include our content area coaches, literacy, math, science, our deans who work specifically with students on discipline and attendance, our guidance counselors who are important in making sure that our students' emotional and mental health needs are met, because it takes all of those pieces.
All of my assistant principals and all of my coaches are responsible for a certain aspect of our school. So each one of them has to do their job, and they have to be free, feel free to do that, but also feel the ownership and the power of, I'm in charge of this.
I don't feel like I'm chasing down this administrator for this help or this specialist for this help. We kind of sit down, and in one meeting we can be like, all right, here's what we need, and here's all my support all at the same time.
People jump in and help each other in different areas. Hey, I did this and I know how this works and I can support you here. You know, the science coach is gonna jump in and she's gonna help in an area that really isn't her area, but she knows that she can support in that area. So it becomes very much all of us working towards the same goal of moving our students.
Well, I believe the stocktake is the missing part of the school improvement plan. The monitoring, and then taking the monitoring and then acting on it for the next steps and then moving forward has been missing.
Taking stocktakes to the school improvement planning level has again helped to not only build leadership capacity at our schools, but also to make sure that their school improvement documents are not something that sits on the shelf. They are guiding their work and helping to make sure that at the end of the year we have outcomes for kids that are important and everything that they deserve.